Hi everyone, my name is Kathy Tichenor, and my husband Bill and I have been members of the parish since 1971. We raised our two children, Tim and Tara, here, and now have grandchildren here. We've gone through First Communions, graduations, weddings, anniversary masses, and many other great memories. We have also been through construction, remodeling, changes in pastors and staff changes. Through it all, St. Barnabas is still our home. This pandemic has even made it more apparent that the church building, it's not the building, it's the community. I am so grateful that the staff has taken to the idea that they need to reach out to all of us, even if we cannot be together in one building. Our St. Barnabas website has a wealth of information and opportunities to connect with our community. I retired from almost 40 years with the Archdiocese as a teacher and principal. As I retired in 2006, I began to wonder what was I going to do and how could I contribute to my parish community. Fortunately, I was asked to be a part of the RCIA team, and it has been one of the greatest joys in my parish commitment. I started out just making sure the environment where classes were held was inviting. That commitment has grown over the years, much to my delight, and I am fully engaged in the process. A person can inquire at any time by calling the parish office and talking to Teresa, our wonderful secretary. She will then give your name to either Father or Joe Sheehan, our Director of Religious Education. One of them will either meet with you in person or on the phone, and together you would decide where you go from there. Our sessions are held currently on Wednesday evening from 6:30 to 8. Each session has a theme: sacraments, Jesus, the Blessed Mother, saints, etc. And there is a presenter for each session. Currently, we are using the form videos for the basis of our presentations. However, each presenter chooses how to conduct his or her session, either using part or none of the videos. Our presenters are members of the RCIA team, including Father and both of our deacons, Deacon Jerry and Deacon Pat. We also try and include in each session some practical Catholic traditions, like genuflecting, sign of the cross, explanation of the Mass, holy water, names of many of the items in both the church and during the Mass, and we also have a tour of the church with Father. We also encourage and invite questions from our candidates, as well as we have great discussions, often prompted by their questions. This is just a snapshot of the many things that we include in our sessions. We have many small church groups who kindly provide snacks for our sessions, which is a great way of including other members of the parish in our RCIA program. However, the most important item is the relationships that we form with our candidates. I never cease to be amazed at the depth of faith that many candidates come into the classes with. I learn from them as much, if not more, because of the faith they share. It has deepened my faith beyond what I ever anticipated. We always talk about RCIA being a journey, and for me, it has been a wonderful, enlightening journey. Many candidates choose to make their commitment to the Catholic faith during their Easter Vigil. However, the journey does not end there, as I have discovered. We do always encourage them to continue on the journey through becoming involved in the parish. If at all possible, we invite members of the parish to come to talk to our candidates about all of the activities St. Barnabas has, which does encourage them to be committed members of the parish. This year, obviously, because of COVID-19, we were unable to have the Easter Vigil with our candidates. That event hopefully will be soon, where they can be baptized, confirmed, and receive their first communion. In the meantime, since COVID-19, Joe Sheehan has set up a Zoom meeting every Wednesday night for our candidates. It has been great to be able to stay connected with them and to assure them that they are not forgotten, and we continue to look forward to that great day when they all are able to become full members of the Catholic Church. On a personal note concerning the COVID-19, we have all been affected by this pandemic. Our son works many long hours at home to make sure that his many employees are paid. Our daughter works for Indiana Health Department and is putting in 12 to 14 hours a day to implement the contact calling for the state. Her 2 college-age daughters have been involved with Indiana Help Center for COVID-19 and now will be doing the follow-up contact calling. We have a nephew who is a teacher, and he has 2 grade school children, and all are involved in e-learning. His wife and mother of the children is a doctor. Recently, she was diagnosed with COVID-19. She has recovered and has already gone back to work with her patients. Anissa's husband is a nurse practitioner, and his job here was temporarily suspended, so he volunteered to go to New York and is currently in a hospital in the Bronx working on a COVID-19 ward. We have a sister-in-law who has made over 200 masks for hospitals, nurses, etc. The question for my husband and I is, what should we be doing? Shouldn't we be doing something? I know in my heart the most powerful thing we could do is pray. When we were growing up, we had a prayer that hung above our kitchen sink, and it was entitled, Lord of all pots and pans and things. I have a copy of it hanging in my kitchen. It was probably written in the 40s or 50s. The author of the prayer wrote about such things as scrubbing the floors, making the meals, shining the boots, etc. And she was asking that those things count for her becoming a saint one day, because obviously she did not have time to spend hours in prayer. It is obvious that those things, blacking the boots and scrubbing the floors, don't necessarily apply to me today, but what it reminded me of is that it is the ordinary things that count. Have you ever said to someone who has experienced a death, a tragedy, and you said, well, at least I can pray for you, or the only thing I can do is pray? This COVID-19 has reminded me that the most powerful thing I can do is pray. I'd like to share a quote from St. John Vianney, and the quote is, private prayer is like a straw scattered here and there. If you set it on fire, it makes a lot of little flames. But gather those straws into a bundle and light them, and you can get a mighty fire, rising like a column into the sky. Public prayer is like that. Every night at 7:30, the parish says the rosary. Please join us on Zoom and check out the parish website on how to do it. And if I can do it, anyone can do it. You can join with just the audio and listen, but the beauty of joining with the video is that you get the opportunity to see those parishioners, and sometimes it's been as many as 40 or 50, that you haven't seen for a long time. Please pray with us and make it a prayer that rises like a column in the sky. Have a great day.